Hey everyone, this is Rob,
And Michelle.
and welcome to Bunebape, your weekly podcast on everything you need to know about old school RuneScape. Alright, so this week up on the eWalket, we have, of course, as always, our progress that we will be touching on real quick, and then we'll be going right into Deadman. Kind of a repetitive last couple of weeks because we really only had Deadman to talk about, so this week is going to be no different.
We're talking about Deadman.
Yeah, so we will give a very brief rundown of what Deadman is because we did the same thing last week.
Every week we will tell you over and over again.
Yeah, there's no patch notes besides Deadman, so that's that's great. So
Cool.
if you don't like PvP, then you're probably really sad for the last 3 weeks in a row. But we'll also be talking about potentially some new skills in RuneScape and stuff like that. There's been a lot of discussion about skills, new skills, and the possibility of what we would like to see as far as new skills coming to the game. So we'll kind of go over that. And then lastly, we'll finish off with a bunch of questions over from Reddit.
And one from the stream.
Yeah, one from the stream. So we have some interesting, wide variety of questions this week. So hopefully some of them are interesting and you all enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so before we get into anything, how is it going, Michelle?
Meh.
Oh, okay, cool.
No, it's actually not bad. I've just been working on my Slayer, but Slayer is just mega slow. So
Yeah.
it feels a little meh. My Slayer's 88 now. I feel like it was 87 last week, but that might have been 2 weeks ago.
That's pretty good. You're almost 90 though.
Yeah, and then I only have 5 more levels.
That's it.
Eee.
Well, at least you'll have access to Cerberus soon-ish.
Yeah, but I'm not even gonna do it because I'm trying to do fast XP. I have Hellhounds blocked right now.
Yeah, true. That makes sense.
Someone was watching the stream last night and they were calling me out and having Bloodvelds and Hellhounds blocked, and I was like, I'm just trying to get the fastest XP. I'm gonna unblock them later on because I don't go.
I think Bloodvelds are decent XP if you do them.
And then Gnome Stronghold Slayer Cave, yeah.
No, I only do them in the underground area near Darkmire because it's cannonable and it's multi.
Okay, yeah. So my thing with the Bloodveld and the Hellhound is I like to do them in Krend.
Oh,
so
okay.
it takes years.
Yeah, I think Bloodhounds are a block regardless, but yeah, I think Bloodvelds.
You mean Hellhounds? I think it's Bloodhounds.
Yeah, Hellhounds are a block regardless, but Bloodvelds, I think it's actually worth doing if you go there. It is kind of annoying to get there because you have to teleport to Versenhazen and then either get yourself thrown into the mine or it's really far north in the Darkmire maze or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So getting there is kind of annoying, but once you are there, it is multi. So if you have a 200 Bloodveld task and it goes by pretty quick and it's decent experience. I mean, they drop nothing, but
I don't mind even doing them in the Gnome Slayer. What's it called? The Slayer Stronghold?
The Slayer Cave, yeah.
Slayer Cave, yeah. I don't even mind doing them there because you could cannon it. But until I get the Skatizo pet, I want to do as many tasks as possible in Corinne. So I'm just blocking whichever ones I can't do quickly there.
Oh,
and I also took away all my extensions for now because I'm just trying to get through as many tasks as I can, truly.
Damn, okay.
Yeah, but most of the days I've been streaming, I've been getting 50,000 Slayer XP a day, which doesn't sound like a lot, but Slayer is so low.
That can be good and bad. It depends on what task you're doing.
2 to 3 hours. I did the Jad task again last night. No pet.
Yeah.
I got a fire cave though.
Oh, yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, wow, it's very cool.
Hopefully. I mean, there's only one thing you get. So.
No, I got it. It was pretty crazy.
Cool.
I also almost died to Jad. I think I prayed the wrong thing at some point. I got hit for 91 and I was freaking out. And it was on stream, so I was feeling extra stressed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just been working on Slayer, streaming, all that fun stuff. My total level's 2010 now. I'm not sure what exactly I got up, but I guess I got something up.
Probably Slayer.
Yeah, Slayer, and I think also I got my range up. My range is at 94. Yeah.
Nice.
That's, that's all I could think of right now. Still working on a Mage Arena video because I wish I had an excuse. I don't. It just seems, it's just harder than I thought, and I'm I haven't made a video in a second, so I'm not feeling the most confident about my video skills at the moment.
Okay.
And then I also got a comment on YouTube basically telling me, don't include I think this and blah, 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 saying I have to sound confident. I'm like, oh, okay. Never want to make a video again, but cool.
Sick.
But yeah, how have you been?
Okay. I've been doing okay. I did a little bit of Gauntlet as well as some Vorkath just to make a little bit of money. Never lucky at Gauntlet. I haven't gotten another Crystal Weapon Seed, so
You're like never lucky after you got those 2 in
yeah,
a
never
row.
lucky. But yeah, I didn't do too many KC, so not actually complaining. But
Have you been making any more gold? Like a lot? Or
no, I mean I did some more Vorkath, but I actually have been doing something that I guess makes money, but like not really. I've been at ZMI recently,
oh, okay. Respect.
leveling up rune crafting just because I don't know, it's kind of
It's
like
low, right?
yeah, it's kind of like low effort, and also yeah, my rune crafting is low, so I need to be there anyways. So
What's your rune crafting again?
I think it's only like 68.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so it's not very high at all, but I've just been doing ZMI. It's the first time I ever did it this week,
Oh,
so
really?
yeah, it's actually pretty fun. It's a
Yeah.
lot faster than Cosmics, which I was doing before. I was doing double Cosmics, and this
Mm-hmm.
is way faster. It's funny because initially I thought I was getting like 50,000 XP an hour, and I was like, holy, this is way faster. But I actually, while I was doing it, I forgot that I had done Tears of Guthix right before, so
Oh.
I got like 11,000 experience right away, and so it said I was getting like a ton of experience per hour.
Yeah, you said that, and my face was like, "You don't make 50,000."
No,
That's
yeah.
ZMI.
I ended up getting like 36,000, which is practically 3 times as much as you get at Cosmics.
I mean, that's more than I make with lavas because I have such a low attention span for rune crafting.
Yeah, I do have like everything set up. Like I think
Efficiently.
pretty much as efficient as you can get. So like I have the teleport to ZMI, and then I also have I have 3 room pouches because I don't have access to level 75 yet.
Oh, I need to go get that room pouch. I don't have it.
Oh yeah, the huge one.
I forgot.
Oh, I have it. I just can't use it. And then I also have it set up so like um, I auto pay the guy with runes to like open the bank and stuff like that. So
Oh, cool. All right.
yeah, so I think I have it set up pretty efficiently. Now, yeah, I was getting around 36,000 experience an hour, and it's
That's
pretty
really
chill.
good.
Like I was just running through with a crystal shield, and I barely got hit ever. And you could just leave on your health prayer because there's an altar right there. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, so it's honestly pretty easy and overall pretty enjoyable. So I've been liking it there actually.
I'm glad that you're enjoying it and you're finally getting your rune crafting up.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. But that's pretty much it. I just did a little bit of bossing and then yeah, some rune crafting, and that's kind of it. I was playing other games.
I was going to
as
say,
well.
what were the other games you were playing? Did you want to touch on that a
Um,
little bit in case anyone wants to stop by the stream and see it?
yeah, I guess you can always stop by the stream and see what we're playing. But I was trying out this game called Bless Unleashed, which
Wait, I
is
didn't know that's its name. That's funny.
no, yeah, that's its name because it's really funny that game. If you know anything about it, I know some people have never heard of it before, but it has like a really bad reputation because there was an old game called Bless Online, which is a really garbage can of a game,
A
and
garbage can of a game. Wow.
yeah, and they tried to release it on PlayStation 3, 4, Xbox, both of the Xboxes, and PC, and it failed on every single platform.
That actually makes it kind of sad.
And then they like kind of redid the game a little bit over a couple years, and then came out with it as Bless Unleashed, as it is now.
Uh-huh.
So like a lot of people, I think, review bombed it for that reason. And
Oh, without
so,
even like really trying it?
like yes and no. Like some people, like I was looking through the reviews, and some people would have like 100 hours and be like, hey, this game's not worth it. And some people would have like 0.1 hours and be like, this game's not worth it. And so it's like
Okay, like you didn't even play it.
yeah. And so I also follow I was actually saying this on stream the other day. I follow a lot of like MMO YouTubers, like
Yes.
because I used to play a lot of like really high end World of Warcraft, and so I just always have really liked MMOs. Obviously, I mean I play RuneScape.
It's your whole thing.
Yeah, I've been playing MMOs for a long time, so I've played like everything except for like a handful of them. But
Wow.
yeah, with that being said, so like I follow them, and a lot of them were covering Bless, and some were saying that it's actually like surprisingly good, and some people were saying that it's really bad, and some people even went back because they had a lot of their viewers saying it was good. And I figured it must not be like completely awful considering there's like roughly 70,000 plus people playing like on an average daily basis.
Yeah.
I mean, the game did like kind of just release, so maybe that's obviously an attributive factor. But I figured if there's that many people still playing the game after
It's
a
probably
week's
good.
release, I don't know about good. It's maybe like worth some of your time because that's about how many people play RuneScape like on an average day.
Right.
Obviously not including Deadman mode, so there's
Yeah.
going to be more playing, but usually I think there's around anywhere between 50 and 100k on RuneScape, so I figured I might as well try.
I think that's actually so annoying that people were leaving bad reviews just
Yeah.
based on the old version.
Yeah, a lot of people do that on Steam, like, because there's no
So
repercussions.
frustrating.
You just have to, and it's a free game, so you literally just have to pretend that you're going to install it, and then you can write a review for it.
Like, why
And-
even waste your time? You haven't even played the game.
Yeah, I mean, some people might have had really bad experiences with the other game, Bless Online, so,
It's
I
a
mean,
different game.
yeah. They did reuse a lot of the assets, so it does look similar, but the playstyle is interesting. It's kind of like Dark Souls, if anyone's ever played that. It's like a slower gameplay, and you're like locked into a lot of animations. I'm not going to go too much into it because it is like obviously not RuneScape and a totally different game, and I haven't even played it that much. I just played it for a couple streams, and it's pretty fun so far. The leveling experience is not super unique, but also kind of unique at the same time.
And
So
you said there's a cute dog that goes around.
there's this really weird quest line where
It makes me so
it's
sad.
a hilarious quest line, actually. Whoever thought of it's a genius.
No, they're a
so
sociopath.
There's like this bard that goes around playing music, and there's like this dog that just randomly follows him because he likes music. And this bard is like sick of this dog, so you continually have quests in different zones where you randomly meet this bard to like get rid of the dog for him.
No, that's so sad.
Like you play fetch, and then the bard like runs away.
Oh my god. Dude,
Yeah.
that's so messed up.
Yeah, some of the quests in the game are actually pretty funny and stuff
That's
like
just
that.
mean.
And there's like fun world boss encounters. So far I'm having a decent time. It's not like I said, it's not revolutionary or anything, but I wouldn't give it a bad rating at this current moment.
Okay, well I'm glad that's not awful.
Yeah, it's okay so far. But yeah, besides that, that's pretty much the main game I've been playing. Some people have asked me to play some like shooters on stream and stuff like that. Because,
oh yeah, Tarkov, right?
yeah, some people said I should either play like Splitgate or Escape from Tarkov, which are both, one's a survival like looter shooter, Escape from Tarkov, and the other one, Splitgate, is like an arena shooter. So if you've ever played like Quake, then it's extremely similar to Quake or like Unreal Tournament. So it's really similar to that, and it's also free. So I might end up trying that. A lot of people, for some reason, were really interested in me playing FPS games on stream, which is fine with me because I used to do that like on like an amateur level a long time ago.
It made me excited because I've been saying that you should stream some of those too, and you're like, it'd be boring. But then as soon as you mention it, everyone in the chat was like, oh, you should do it.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. So I might do that soon.
I love it because
maybe
you would just be
eventually.
sitting there for 15 minutes staring at someone, and everyone's gonna be like, wow, so
I
glad
know.
I'm watching the stream.
Yeah. But so maybe that will be coming, who knows. But I did say I would play it, I just don't know when.
Oh,
But-
I've also been playing a new game.
Oh my god. Yeah, she's been obsessively playing a game for the last 3 days
I
straight.
think it's been 4. I'm already 23 hours played.
That's actually not that many hours, but
I know it feels like it's long. Well, I'm trying to have some sense of self-control here.
yeah, sure. I don't know who you're fooling.
I went
but,
to go get my antidepressants last night. And he's like, "Where are you going?" And I was like, "Just say my medicine." He's like, "You really can't set down the Switch?" Because I was just walking to our bedroom with the Switch in hand, still playing.
Yeah, she just sits on the couch literally all day for at least 4 hours at a time.
I want to play it so bad right now, but I have other stuff I need to do first.
Yeah. And so
But
yeah, she's
tonight.
been playing Ori and the Blind Forest is
Oh,
the name of the game.
My God, it's good. I can't wait till you played after me because you're gonna like it.
No, I'm not gonna play it. But yeah,
That's
so
rude.
it's kind of like a hyper stylized 2D platformer with puzzles, like jump puzzles.
Maybe we
And,
should say that in a simpler version for people who don't know what that means.
Okay, so
Because I wouldn't know what that meant.
okay, so it's like a super pretty fairy-esque looking game.
Which is similar to Mario.
But it's no, it's only similar to Mario in the aspects where like you have to jump around and like avoid things that will like kill you and then like reset you.
Yeah.
So
But it's more forgiving than Mario because you could save the game more often.
yeah, it doesn't entirely like reset your entire game or anything like that. It's just like you'll have like checkpoints essentially, and then you'll die and then get reset back to the checkpoint. So it's not as brutal, although I think there is a hardcore mode.
Oh,
that-
I'm on normal and I am struggling so bad.
Yeah, and you get like skills that allow you to like double jump, triple jump, and like avoid things easier. So
Yeah.
there's like a small progression system built in, but it's essentially like a puzzle side scroller platformer. So you jump onto platforms or you figure out puzzles to get to the next area. So
It's
there's
nice. And the storyline is actually like low-key depressing, but good.
yeah, so it's a really good game. It's also offered on Steam, so if you don't have a Switch, then you can just get it on Steam. It's a relatively cheap game as well.
Yeah, I think I got it for the Switch for $20.
Yeah, you got the definitive edition on the Switch for $20. You can get it for a lot cheaper on Steam, especially if they're having a sale.
Oh yeah, apparently they have a lot less places in that one though.
Yeah, like I said, you gotta get the definitive edition.
Yeah. I wish that I could stream it, but buying the card thing to stream from the Switch is like $200 or
Yeah.
something. So that's gonna wait for another day,
Yes.
another year maybe.
I think that's pretty much all we've been doing, right?
Yeah, I just wanted to give a shout out to that game because I actually really am
Shout
enjoying
out
it
Ori
a
and the Blind
lot.
Forest. Yeah.
I think I do have a problem where I get hyper focused on things that I'm doing though. It's the same with Sims. It's the same whenever I read books. Whenever I do something I enjoy, it's all I want to do.
Yeah, let us know if you have any crippling addictions, and we can commiserate together.
Oh, yeah, I guess I should mention in therapy. Be like, why am I like this?
So I guess we can now move on to, since we're all done with that, we can move on to Deadman. So I'm just gonna
Yeah.
quickly read through their little Deadman intro
Well,
blurb.
spoiler real quick though. We haven't tried it yet.
I think Jagex usually pretty much always has their servers back up around 12 BST, which is 4 a.m. my time, which I'll never ever be
Yowzers.
on time for. Usually by the time I am arriving for patches, all the bad stuff's been fixed and ironed out. So
Isn't that nice? We never have to deal with all the glitches.
yeah, a lot of people are like, "Oh, RuneLight's not updated," and like I never experienced that, so this is great.
Right, it's always updated. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but also a really funny thing like along that line is apparently some of the sigil effects, mainly there's like a ranged effect that like allows you to deal more damage while using ranged, but apparently that somehow was bugged and made its way into the main game.
What?
Yeah, eventually it was fixed early this morning, but yeah, a lot of people were posting on Reddit that like they were getting these runes appearing above their head, and it's because yeah, the sigil of the Ruthless Ranger was actually activated in the main game for a short
Like,
period.
why'd you guys have to tell Jagex?
Yeah, a lot of people thought that they were gonna get the game was gonna get rolled back, but you don't have anything to fear. They already confirmed that they are not gonna be rolling back the game at all.
I'm always so afraid of that happening. That's why I'm like, just nobody complain about anything.
Yeah,
I don't wanna be rolled
apparently
back.
some people knew about this like beforehand, and or I don't know if they knew about this beforehand, but as soon as they found out about it, they like exploited it. So a lot of people thought that they was going to get rolled back because of that, but yeah, it's been confirmed there's no rollbacks in place
Well, that's nice.
or planned at least. So yeah, so you're good to go. Continue playing as you would.
Great.
But besides that, I guess we can read the like I said, most of the notes are just Deadman related. It pretty much tells you all the stuff that we've told you in the past couple weeks. But so there's a full list of all of the safe areas, all of the mobs that have improved drop tables and what the improved drops will be.
Awesome.
There's a full list of items that you can get from the Deadman Reborn emblem store near
Whoa.
Edgeville.
All the clue scroll steps have been reduced.
Yeah, all the clue scroll steps have been
Dang.
reduced. They also have pictures and names for all the sigils, although it is still
They
a
all
mystery.
look so cool.
No one knows what all of the sigils do
Mm-hmm.
per se. I've seen a couple of them, like I said, on streams, but I don't think anyone knows what all of them do. You're just like slowly figuring them out because they are random drops throughout the world.
Yeah.
And of course, they also go over the finale, which will take place on September 17th. And that's for the people that are actually interested in hopefully partaking in the $32,000 cash prize pool.
You know, all this time I've been hyping up and like, I'm going to win. I'm not feeling the most confident
Oh, now you're not feeling confident.
because I was talking on stream and I was reminded that I probably won't win. And I was like, wow, we just have a bunch of haters in the stream.
Yeah, true.
But that's kind of why I haven't tried it yet. I do plan on trying at least for a little bit to talk about it, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna get into it as I originally thought it was.
Yeah, I might try it for a day or two, but honestly, past that, I can't see it being fun or, yeah.
A good use of time.
Yeah, I don't know. Especially because it goes away. You don't get any rewards like leagues. And also I feel like after day 2 or 3, and it's funny because I thought this, and then Bodhi actually said something really similar on stream. He's like, even Bodhi, someone that PvPs fairly often,
Mm-hmm.
said that like he's not going to play past a week because after that, a lot of people just get like super GG accounts. Like because you can XP lock in Deadman. So if you're in the bracket 71 to 125 or whatever it is, you can just like XP lock at 125, get like all the best gear that you can wear, and then kill anyone that's level 70, and you just like smash whoever you
Oh,
want.
that's so annoying. They should have just done like tons and tons of world with barely any windows.
Yeah, but then that would have been too much work for them apparently. So yeah, I don't
Sounded a little
know.
bitter there, apparently.
That's what I was thinking because I was all like, the first few days seemed like it'd be fun because everyone obviously has nothing, but then by day 3, people are going to be having like scythes and like nightmare staves and stuff. So it's like
That's what I was saying. Even if I tried it, I would probably only want to do skilling because I know everyone's just going to be like insane.
yeah, like the first few days legitimately seem fun, but after that, it kind of seems like
Yeah, so
it
maybe
could die
we'll
out
try in
real
the next
fast.
couple days.
Yeah, kind of sucks, but I guess I'm kind of just like waiting for
Leagues.
group iron and
Oh,
leagues.
yeah, I'm excited for
because group
both
iron is
those.
going to come out first, I'm pretty sure, and then leagues. So
I'm
yeah,
excited for us to do group iron.
yeah, group iron will be
It's
interesting
gonna
for
be
sure.
fun.
But leagues is probably the next big thing. I think a lot of people actually only play this game for leagues nowadays. But
Wow, really?
yeah, I saw some post saying this person's been waiting for a year for the new league because I think it's been a year since the last one. But
That is so weird because I tried Trailblazer briefly and I was like, meh.
yeah, I think a lot of
I
people
think I'd be more into it now.
think it's really fun because like how much the sigils change up the gameplay,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously the modified XP makes it a lot more interesting.
Yeah, I think my issue with it back then, which I don't think it's been a year. I think we had the podcast whenever Trailblazers was out, but maybe not. But I did try
I think
it.
it's nearly been a year. I don't think it's been
Yeah.
a year.
My problem with it was it went so fast. I didn't know that there was prizes that you could take over. That would make me more interested
Yeah,
now.
you get like points depending on how high your total level is.
Yeah, I didn't know there was like stuff that you could take over. So I thought like this is just an XP waste. And whenever I go back to my main account, I'm gonna be really sad that I'm not getting levels as fast.
Yeah. Like one way you could kind of justify is if like you spend a lot of time in leagues and get like a really high score, then you can use a lot of those points to buy stuff that you could sell for RS or for 2007 gold.
Mm-hmm.
So I think a lot of
that'd be
people
more
do
worth
that.
it. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Or if there's like cool like unique items that you can keep, maybe I'll get some of those. Yeah, I
you
didn't
do
think
get
about
to
last time.
keep I think in leagues you do get to keep like pets, and you get like
Oh.
gear showing that you were like a certain level in the previous league
Like
that
that would
goes
make
over
it
to the
cool.
next league.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool that like that. But
I'm excited to try that whenever it's
yeah,
back.
I think leagues will be pretty fun. And I remember like whenever Twisted League ended, a lot of people were buying and selling the Twisted Horns because still the Twisted Slayer home looks really, really sick.
It does. It does. They really look
I
cool.
remember like a lot of people were selling the horns right when they came out for like 40 mil, which is kind of crazy because I think they're only worth like a few mil now.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can definitely make some money from that. It's not worth your time money wise, but if you're having fun, then you can get some of your profit back.
Yeah, maybe I'll try that out. Also, there's some new pens and they look really cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say before we go over the Deadman stuff, I'll mention all the other stuff in the patch notes that aren't Deadman related. So there is the continuing 20th anniversary set of pins and stuff like that you can get from RuneScape, and they look pretty cool. It's some like elf inspired stuff.
I love this stained glass window one. It's
yeah,
really pretty.
You get the stained glass window. You also get the roving elves. What's it called? The guys wearing the gas mask.
The mourning outfit.
The mourners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about those. I was wondering, like, is that a gas mask?
Yeah. So you can get a mourner's pin and skull and crossbones. So some
Very
interesting
cool.
stuff. Yeah, limited edition pins. World rotations, as well as the alchemical hydra animation has been fixed. I'm pretty sure he was having some weird animations on his fourth attack for a while now, and they finally fixed
that's like
it.
a minute.
Yeah. And now also the nightmare no longer lists multiple times in the player owned house achievement gallery. I saw that. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't know why you'd that was definitely just a bug. It showed your like best time multiple times in your house.
You're just really excited about it.
Yeah, apparently. But yeah, so there's really not much. There's just a couple things besides the merch, and there were just like kind of like side notes. But Seems everything this week is related to Deadman. So, like I said, if you are not interested in PvP at all, like Michelle and I practically are, then it's
I
kind
know.
of not been a super hype last few weeks because this is all there is.
I was excited. I'm realizing I just was like, how cool would it be to win that money? But now I'm like, I know I won't win the money.
Yeah, probably. But it is interesting content. It's just not that
Not our
interesting.
jam.
Yeah, it's just not super up our alley, you know?
Yeah, but if any of you are playing Deadman, let us know what
Yeah,
you
let us
think.
know how it
Super
goes.
interested.
Yeah, obviously we have our opinions about Deadman and PvP in general, but yeah, let us know. Hopefully you all enjoy it.
I like it for other people, but for myself, I'm like, seems intimidating.
Yeah. So, for everyone that doesn't know what Deadman is and hasn't listened to the past few podcasts, I'll quickly go over their like intro blurb on what is Deadman.
For sure.
So, Deadman is an intense PvP player versus player survival game mode. It has high risks and serious rewards.
Can you read this in a more dramatic voice going forward?
I do not know how to do that.
It's not for the faint-hearted. It's frenetic, frustrating, and thrilling in equal measure. What does
Okay.
frenetic mean?
Who knows?
Frantic?
It's not for the faint-hearted. It's frenetic, frustrating, and thrilling in equal measure. Your wits and prowess will be put to the test, and the winner can quite rightly declare themselves the best of the best. Deadman Reborn takes place over 3 weeks, and for the first time, players will have 3 lives to help them make it to the final. Once those lives are gone, though, it's back to the drawing board. Well, Lumbridge at least.
Boom.
All you need to take part, apart from Nerves of Steel, is an existing account with an active membership. Much like Leagues, each player starts their journey from scratch on Tutorial Island on a dedicated individual world. From there, you can chat to Skippy and he'll offer you a choice of starting locations.
Oh, okay.
As soon as you're ready, you can jump straight into the action. Speaking of action, with a few exceptions, PvP combat is enabled everywhere. So make sure you're fully prepared for each adventure before you set out. Trust us, it's merciless out there.
Ooh.
While progressing in Deadman worlds, you'll benefit from a few perks, including greatly accelerated XP rates, certain quests completing automatically upon reaching various milestones, item drop rate modifiers, access to unique drop tables and items not available in the main game, improved shop restock rates, and sigils similar to relics from Leagues. More on that later. If you make significant progress during the season, you may qualify for the Deadman Reborn finale on September 17th, a brutal last stand where the top players hurtle into battle against one another, smashing each other to bits until the victor is crowned in the name of glory. Oh, and $32,000 in prize pool. So
Casual.
yeah, so that is the intro blurb, so that should pretty much tell you practically everything you need to know.
And the finale is going to be on your birthday eve.
Yeah, exactly. So if you want to go check that out, they are going to be streaming the finale. I feel like that is probably going to be the most interesting part of this entire thing.
Might actually watch that.
Yeah, honestly, it kind of feels like the first week and the last week of this event is going to be prime time for a lot of people. Like I said, it seems like the first week is nice because no one has anything and it's just like a lot of fun, a lot of random like things happening. But once I feel like 2 weeks go by, a lot of the tryhards are going to be the ones still playing and you're going to get slaughtered on the reg. So
Very unfortunately true.
yeah, so good luck with that. Like, honestly, good luck with that. If you are playing
You're like, I'm not being sarcastic.
Yeah, if you-
Really, genuinely good luck.
Yeah, if you are playing a little later into the season, you will probably need the luck. So, but they do go over and talk about the first sigils that you get access to. So you get access to sigils, like they said, and these are gonna modify your character and your player experience, and you get access to them from the get-go. So a couple of them that they start off with is going to be the Sigil of the Ruthless Ranger. That's the one that I said made it over to the main game on accident that they eventually
Love it.
fixed. The Sigil of the Feral Fighter and the Sigil of the Menacing Mage. Essentially, all of these are going to give you improved damage in either ranged, melee, or mage attacks. So for instance, the Sigil of the Feral Fighter, I think this is the most popular one if I had to guess, but it says, upon dealing damage for the next 12 seconds, you have a 10% chance of getting an attack speed with melee of 1.8 seconds for the next 3 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
You also have an additional 25% XP on your attack and strength skills. So that's just, it's not like huge. It's not like massively game changing, but it just gives you a little bit more damage. And the mage and the ranged ones are fairly similar. The mage one heals you a little bit. The ranged one makes it so the enemy gets slowed down. So if you're mainly doing PvP, maybe that's going to be the one to go with.
Awesome.
Either way, so these are all stuff that you get to pick right when you get into the game.
I thought that they were just dropped. Or not these ones.
Yeah, the first one you get to pick, and then everything else is dropped. You're right.
Okay, got
From
it.
random mobs, there's no way to farm these. Just whenever you're killing stuff, you can randomly get them. And it says until you reach level 71 plus, you are not even able to sell these on the Grand Exchange. So you do have to play the game for a little bit. But I've heard that if you do stuff like the Waterfall quest and the quest that like get you a bunch of experience in combat, obviously they're affected by the modifiers. So I think you'll get like 30 or 40 combat levels just from doing like a couple quests.
My God.
Yeah, like
now I know what to do. Actually, no, I would want to do my combat last.
No, you want to do your combat first.
I don't want to be in those higher worlds. Everyone's scary.
Yeah, but then there's less people in the higher worlds.
I might start this today.
Yeah, so yeah, it says once your sigil is chosen, though, you will have 15 minutes of protection while you prepare yourself for the dangerous road ahead. And of course, you can remove this protection if you so choose. And once you begin your journey, you'll receive a starting kit. And I think we've went over this. You get some fire strikes, bronze arrows, and a scimitar that is a myth scimitar wieldable at level 1, as well as some food. Fear not, though. Scrimps? Yeah, some scrimps. If you do need a breather, safe zones are scattered throughout Gilnor, so Barbarian Assault inside the minigame, particularly. Catherby Bank, East Ardoin, Falador, Jatizo Town, Corinth Castle, Lumbridge, Neatsnot Town, Port Phasmatis, Relica Sears Village Bank, Sophanim, Tree Gnome Stronghold, Tutorial Island underwater areas, except for Fossil Island, which is restricted, Varrock, Void Knights Outpost, and Yanil. So they did add a couple more to this than they had in the previous notes.
You know, I like the idea of somebody going to the Deadman world just to go and play Barbarian Assault, which gives you no XP or anything.
Yeah.
They're like, I just wanted to go to a different world.
Yeah, I just really wanted my fighter's torso.
On this account that I'm not going to keep playing on.
Yeah. So overall, there are some safe spots. Of course, there's a 3 life system. So let's say if you're level 100 and you get killed by a player 3 times, then you get reset back to level 3. And so, yeah, it is a very brutal game play mode. But thank God they did remove the PVM deaths from that.
I should try to get 99 rune crafting on this just so I could take a screenshot.
Yeah, but I mean...
It's the only time I'm ever going to have 99 rune crafting.
Yeah, good luck with that. You're going to have to
I wouldn't even be able to get it on this, honestly. Rune crafting's so boring.
I don't know how you'd even be able to get all of the pure essence. Because you'd have to, like, buy it. I don't know where you'd get it from. Maybe go kill Zulrah a bunch of times.
I was like, what drops it? Zalcano drops a lot.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of stuff to lead up to Zalcano.
Yeah, but I think you get access. No, you actually have to do Song of the Elves. It doesn't automatically complete, so.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Unfortunate. So you will get a tier 2 sigil. Like I said, other sigils are like there's a bunch of different ones. For example, there's one that makes it so you have unlimited run energy. So it's just pretty
Love that.
Yeah, like under the effect of a stamina potion at all times. I'm pretty sure that's one. Yeah, there is one that I saw that's actually pretty interesting. It's where you like always retain the boosts from items. For as long as you have the sigil. For example, if you have plus 18 to everything from a super combat, then you only need 1 dose of super combat because you'll maintain the plus 18 forever.
Oh.
Yeah, so it'll never go down. So like if you have a plus 5 stew to Slayer, then you'll stay plus 5 Slayer for as long as you have the sigil.
What? That's actually so cool.
Or there's another one where I think this one potentially could be really powerful if it works the way some people think it was. There's another one that makes it so you always hit plus 1 on your attack.
That's nice. That really add up.
Yeah, that'll make it so that one, you never miss, which means you'll never miss freezes, which is probably the most important aspect of that sigil. So yeah, there are some very, very powerful sigils. And also some very, very powerful items that can just drop from any mob. So there are some stuff you might come across and just get really lucky with. So
That's cool.
yeah, it could be pretty interesting.
All these sigils sound really nice.
Yeah, the sigils sound really cool. That's the coolest part for sure.
We should get these in-game regular.
Oh yeah.
No, people would throw a fit.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, so that's leagues is why we have that. I guess leagues is kind of like Deadman for PVMers, but it's kind of funny. So let's see. Also, another thing to make sure everyone knows is also whenever you die 3 times, your entire bank is wiped. So
Oh, I forgot about that one.
yeah, that's pretty important to know. Don't die.
I think my main thing is just going to be don't get too attached to your gear.
No, yeah, because even when you die once, not only do they get all the stuff on your person, but they also get
lots
28 items from your bank.
Yeah.
The 28 most expensive items from your bank.
So I wouldn't even be worrying about getting big drops.
Yeah, the only way to protect items in your bank from other players getting it is by having them in a safety deposit box, which can only hold 10 items total.
Yikes.
Yeah, so, and even then, whenever you do die 3 times, that is also erased, so...
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so make sure to use your best gear, but also if you aren't using your best gear, you could also lose it, so it is very unforgiving.
Oh, yes.
But what's nice is whenever you do restart or whenever you first start off, you do get a starter pack. So the starter pack comes with a bunch of stuff that'll make it a lot easier for leveling. Like
that's
food,
like the arrows and the scimitar and stuff.
Yeah, food, arrows, scimitars, stuff like that. So something to get you started off. So you can claim that once per day or once every 3 deaths.
Okay.
Yeah, what's nice is also if you want to do this just to try out you can do this game mode to try out some PvP if you would like, of course, but also you are going to have you're going to have skill modifiers of 10 times as much XP. So you can go and try out like random skilling methods that you've never done before just to see how they are.
Like if they're more fun, but they're not usually worth the effort.
Yeah, maybe they're more fun, or maybe you just have never tried them and want to see like how it works and like don't want to risk your own gear or something like that, then you can do that. It might be a good way to practice doing bosses that you've never done before with literally no risk.
Wait, I should do that to try Zulrah. People have been trying to get me to attempt Zulrah, and I think I might try this week, but I keep forgetting to read up on it.
Yeah, it's a really easy boss. So if you are struggling with things like Zulrah, or if you've never done a Fire Cape, then maybe you can try it now. Also, like I said, besides that, your quests are also going to automatically unlock once you get to a certain level bracket. For instance, once you get to the 3rd level bracket, Monkey Madness 2 will automatically be completed. So then you can equip, what is it? The dragon, is that the Dragon Sim quest?
Maybe?
I think so. So,
I don't remember,
for instance,
actually.
whenever you get to level 71 to 100, that is the 3rd level bracket, and that is, I think, when you unlock Monkey Madness 2 as well as the Dragon Sim. So that's a pretty big upgrade for most accounts. So you can go and double fact check me because I'm not certain on that, but also
I don't remember
if
what
that
you
is true,
there.
then that is when you would be able to buy yourself a Dragon Sim from the monkeys. They also made a lot of changes to just regular random items. I'm not going to read all of them, but there are a lot of them.
In Deadman mode or?
In Deadman mode in particular. Okay. So like Michelle said, they did reduce the total amount of steps for a lot of the clues. Now the most steps you'll ever have, even on Masters, is 4.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah, so it's a lot easier. They also made it so that you have the ability to use the looting bag anywhere. Rune shops, arrow shops, all that stuff restocks really fast. Items have been placed in shops and not part of their natural shop stock, cost 5 times more than they normally do. And these items are sold in the shops, give 3 times less for selling them. So make sure if you do buy something in shops, you really want it.
You're going to keep it for life?
Yeah. So it says some shops, such as Zaf Staffs, have their own Deadman shops, and they'll have increased stock rates. Wilderness Slayer tasks, creatures can drop emblems, and like I said, the emblem vendor has an entire list of stuff for you that can be pretty useful if you want to get some easy super restores and stuff like that. Pyramid tops can be sold for cash, and or will turn to cash upon death, rather.
Okay.
If you die, all your chinchompas will drop in a stack instead of running away. Player-owned house pools are unavailable for 3 minutes after combat, so that's kind of big.
So you just have to hang out?
Yeah, just hang out in your house, I guess, while the poison ticks you down or something.
Actually, yeah.
Teleblock will now last for 150 seconds, or for 75 seconds if you happen to be using Protect from Magic. Protect from Magic does not have the duration of binding spells, though. Rest in peace. Some items are converted into coins on PvP deaths, of course, that's kind of the same as always. And like I was mentioning earlier, if you did want to lock your experience, you simply have to go talk to Nigel in Lumbridge, and that will lock your experience.
What do you mean lock your experience?
It makes it so that you won't be able to gain any experience, and you'll stay at that level.
Oh.
Including quests, lamps, everything.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah, so for instance, the third bracket of PvP is 71 to 100. So if you wanted to stay at 100 and stomp on 71s, then you could do that.
Oh, I didn't realize that like you literally lock it. I thought you just meant people will just stop skilling at that point.
No, you literally lock your experience.
That's
so you can like
kind of annoying.
Yeah, so obviously once you get into the next bracket, that includes 120, or it includes 101 to max.
People who are more skilled.
So yeah, potentially people that are higher skill level. So if you wanted to like just stomp lower level players, then yeah, you could definitely do that.
It's actually kind of annoying.
Yeah, and it says also you don't require completing Dragon Slayer for the anti-fire shield and stuff like that. So I'm not going to go through everything, but there's a full list of all that stuff as well as all the emblem vendor stuff.
You know, one thing I was wondering is I wonder if farming is going to take as long, like for trees to grow and stuff, because it's such like a fast-paced timeline, you know?
Yeah, it's probably not worth it to do trees. It probably is worth it to do trees, but it's probably faster to do herbs, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess that the XP rates will be higher, so herbs could potentially get you up.
Yeah, it's still 10x.
I was thinking like if you want to do like a redwood, that's like a third of the Deadman game time total.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know, that would be interesting to find out.
Yeah. I was looking, I didn't see it mentioned anywhere.
Yeah, me neither. Lastly, if you are interested at all in potentially being in the finale, you probably already know this, but they'll take the top 2,048 players based on high scores and total level. So make sure that if you want a chance at real money, that you be putting in work on these and not dying as much.
Solid advice.
Yep, there you go. So
put in the work and don't die.
That's how you win. So that's going to be pretty much it. And there are new report options in Deadman mode. So if you see anyone muling or boxing, then you can report them for that.
Cool.
But besides that, the finale is going to be on the 17th, like you said earlier, and it is going to be a 1v1 stage. So feel free to check it out and see who gets lucky enough to win $20,000.
Somehow it's me.
Yeah, somehow it's Michelle. But that's going to be it. Kind of spent a lot of time on that.
Well, there was more details this week than last week.
Yeah, there was a little bit more details.
The way we've been saying it is actually kind of working out because we just reveal like a little bit of details every week, never the full story.
Yeah, exactly. But there has been a lot of talk recently about skills, right? So
yes,
new
I've been
skills,
seeing a lot of memes about it.
A lot of memes, a lot of talks and discussions on it.
A lot of hot takes.
Yeah, and I even have this up from Reddit from just not even a week ago, and it says, where do you stand on the new skill for OSRS? And there's nearly 9,000 votes, so I mean that's a lot of votes.
Okay.
And it has the large majority of people saying that they want a new skill now, with nearly half of the players saying they eventually want a new skill, and a very small amount, 1.5k of nearly 9k saying they don't want a new skill. So that's definitely not not a lot of people in comparison. So yeah, they don't want a new skill ever.
What is your take?
Yeah, I want new skills.
I don't understand people who are like, because I see a lot of it. I never really was active on the Reddit. I should start with that.
Yeah.
Now that I am like posting like memes and stuff, I'm kind of on the Reddit like every day trying to just find funny stuff. But sometimes obviously I see like people talking and saying what they think. And it's kind of annoying how many people are like, well, if they add new skills, like it's not the same game anymore. And I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
well,
but like we didn't have so many of these skills in the beginning.
yeah, it's yeah, that take is kind of like stupid because this game is not RuneScape anymore. It's 2007 Scape. It's totally different than it was in 2007. Like it's like a lot of these bosses, a lot of these areas, all of Corinne, none of that existed in 2007 Scape. So it's kind of hard to even say that as an argument because while you're right, you're also wrong.
I think that like a lot of it's probably just people who don't like maybe I'm wondering if a lot of people who voted no they never want it are just like maxed already and don't want to have to deal with that.
I don't know. It's kind
Because
of
that was
weird.
one thing I thought of. It would be annoying to have to go and max another skill if you have a maxed account. But I'm like, you guys shouldn't be afraid of change, like, and improving the game. You know?
Yeah, I think a lot of people are probably, if I had to guess, just scared that at the prospect of this game potentially becoming RS3 again if they just continue to go with every suggestion that the devs come up with because it's been pulled, I think, 3 times of adding a new skill and it's failed all 3 times.
I didn't know it was ever been pulled.
Yeah, it's been pulled a lot of times, and I think it's just a lot of people are scared that the game, like I said, will become RS3 because that's eventually what happened to RS. Is it just became, whatever RS3 is today, which a lot of people don't like.
Which I think is interesting because I also didn't know that some people hated RS3 until I started seeing more time on Reddit. But people that I've talked to that played RS3 actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, I don't think that it's a bad game. I think it's just it turned into a game that people didn't like, and that's why they came back to OSRS for the most part.
Yeah.
And it's just a different game. That's pretty much
a different
it.
game.
Yeah, it's just totally a different game. So it's kind of hard to even like compare them, and that's what I think what a lot of people are afraid of.
And if we get new skills in this game, doesn't mean it's going to become a different game.
Yeah,
just an update.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. As I definitely would like to see a new skill. Maybe not right this instant. It would be really nice.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of this stems from this next post, which I thought was hilarious. But
oh, okay.
This person was asking why there's so much talk recently about the new skills or reworks. And it's funny because a lot of people are saying it's because of Jimmy's new video. And
who's Jimmy?
Jimmy is like a content creator. He's actually pretty hilarious.
The only content creator I know of is Bunebape.
Oh yeah, me too. But Jimmy has a hilarious video where he shows that like RS one. A lot of people like said that they like don't want a new skill, and he like goes over that and stuff like that. It was kind of funny, and he's also talking about how between 2001 and 2007 they like expanded Gilnor like 7 times, and then between 2007 and like for like the next 8 years all they did was make Corinne. And so it's kind of taking a shot at Jagex for like pretty much not making any new content, and that's why the game is boring right now. And
which is so funny because I don't think the game is boring right now.
yeah, but I mean, if you've been playing for 15 years, it's probably boring.
That's fair.
Yeah, so it's like, if you think about it, in 15 years, their game hasn't had any like significant like changes. Like, there's been no new skills, right?
Yeah.
And no new areas.
When was the last skill added? It was Hunter, right?
I have no idea. Probably like an infinite amount of time ago.
I didn't read the entire thing, but one of the responses on the post about adding new skills was talking about skills are good for making people like explore areas that they never go and stuff, and like tying in with quests. And that actually made me really want a skill, because I think that's one thing I enjoy about farming is I go to areas I would never ever go to go farming, and I could like appreciate the artwork and stuff, you know?
Yeah, that's actually hilarious you mentioned that, because this person right here says literally the same thing.
No, that's the one I was talking about. I was copying them.
Yeah, but a lot of people, I think this is also a really good point, is a lot of people are saying that it's hard to agree on a new skill that would like be useful and fun and tie into other skills, I think is the general consensus. Because a lot of people are saying like, obviously a lot of people like to skill in different ways, and it's like, should it be attached to a mini game? And like Michelle is saying, like farming is a really good example because it ties into so many other skills.
Yeah.
And has like a lot of people experience stuff that they otherwise wouldn't. So it's I think it's hard to make a good skill, and a lot of people are worried that it would just be a waste of
I think it's hard, but it's possible.
Yeah. But this person also, another person, really is just kind of like how I'm feeling. Like I'm not maxed, but this person said that they're maxed and they still want it because the game needs to grow. Like, yeah, like this game
Yes.
is fun how it is, but is it going to stay like this forever? Because even if a game's fun for 10 years, it doesn't mean it'll be fun for 20 years if it is literally the same game.
It's funny because it's kind of your concern with weirdly Animal Crossing. You were complaining about how it's not growing and stuff.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile in this game, they're like, it's growing too much.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of silly that people don't want new stuff in the game, but
I think people are very stuck in the
Stuck
way
in
that
their
they know
ways.
this game, you know? They're
Yeah.
like, I know it. I don't want any change. I don't want to learn anything new.
yeah, some boomer thinkers out there.
Yeah, get all the boomers out of OSRS.
Yeah, actually, there's probably quite a few of
You know,
like.
I
of
bet if
that.
we told people that they're acting like boomers, then they'd knock it off and maybe realize, oh my god.
No, they probably think that it's not them.
They're like, no, you're the boomer.
Yeah, but that's
Sorry, any nice boomers listening.
that's kind of, I guess, all I wanted to bring up. Let us know what you think about skills, if they should add new ones, and if you have any ideas for new skills. I personally don't have any ideas of what new skills would be.
I don't, but I'd be very excited to hear other people's.
It'd be really nice. I don't think I want any skills like companion skills because they have that in RS3 and it's
How do you mean companion
really
skills?
busted. In RS3, you could like summon companions and they would like do stuff for you. Like they would increase your like bag size.
Wait,
they would,
it's like your
fight for
Pokemon
you.
buddy in
Yeah.
Pokemon Go.
It was like Pokemon, but they were like super busted. Like they would give you like god tier like buffs and stuff like that.
I don't get how that's a skill.
Yeah, like it kind of like
It's
messed.
kind of just like a relationship.
It kind of like messed up the game. I think a lot of people think,
Mhm.
but
But then again, people think every skill messes up the game.
yeah,
So
I
who
don't know.
knows?
Like so, if we could do skills the right way, that'd be nice.
I
but
really
we'll see.
like the idea. I think that they'll have to eventually.
Yeah. Also, I do think Jimmy's video is funny because it kind of made it seem like RuneScape has not been doing pretty much anything for the last long time. So I'd recommend checking out the video. It's actually one, informative, and two, pretty funny. Jimmy's a great content creator.
I think that's funny that because I haven't seen this video. I'm just
Yeah.
hearing you say that he's making it seem like there's nothing. Because since starting the podcast, it's making me realize like there's been a lot added to the game.
There-
But maybe compared to the past before I paid
yeah,
attention.
there is, but like not significant. Like if you look at it over the past year, what have they added to the game?
The clans, the new dungeon. Wasn't there another new area they added?
What new dungeon?
Below Ice Mountain, that one.
Oh, okay, but I mean like no, like real content, like content that people do. Like what have they added?
I guess the clan.
You don't do that though. That's just like
I mean, you talk to people.
I mean that's what we had before, just like in a more official way. They added like free stuff that people don't really do.
Yeah.
And it's like one, it's free to play, which is cool, but it's like why don't they just add cooler stuff that's I guess pay to play?
Mm-hmm.
Or like I don't.
Well, that's fair. I guess I just don't notice because I was actually talking about this on the stream the other day. Before we started the podcast, I had like no idea what the updates were, what was happening.
Yeah.
As far as I knew, everything new had always been in the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, they added Tempros. I do love Tempros.
Yeah, okay. So they added Tempros. But yeah,
That was such a good ad. I love Tempros.
if you think about it, like I'm not knocking the devs or anything like that.
Yeah, it's okay to
and-
do criticism.
Yeah, and I still like and play the game. But if you think about it, what's happened in the last 2 years? I was saying 1 year, but if I think about it, 2 years, like what? I don't know if they've added, like a lot of game companies will come out with a brand new game in 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
Jagex has come out with Temporos in 2 years. Not saying that they're not adding other stuff, they're not changing stuff,
Weren't they working on a
leagues.
Kingdom Divided for
Like
like
they're-
27 years
Yeah,
or
they
something,
did
said?
Kingdom Divided, the TOB quest. I know they've added quests and I know they've added stuff to the game, but it's like
And they're not adding a new continent after Kingdom Divided,
Yeah.
even though they definitely were teasing a new continent.
it just seems like they're not doing like a lot,
Yeah.
which is kind of unfortunate because they definitely make a lot.
God, before I knew how much money they made, and I thought they were a smaller company, and I'm like, oh, they're extremely rich.
Yeah, so it's like I don't know, and like all of these like short-term events are like this. And Jimmy goes over this in his video, and it's obviously like true. I've thought about this before. It's like they come out with these events that are cool, and then they just like throw them in the trash.
hmm
Like they came out with leagues, which is cool, and then your character goes in the trash. Deadman, sick, in the trash. So it's like
Like, there's not much carryover there.
Yeah, there's no consistent progression, no consistent new content.
You know, in
it's
a way
just
that is like them doing other games every 2 years.
Yeah,
because it's not really connected to your account.
It's actually a really funny similarity between RS and World of Warcraft in that way, because World of Warcraft, I think a lot of people started to really, really go downhill when they did these borrowed power systems.
Mm-hmm.
And in WoW, pretty much every expansion, they come out with a new system that is the same as the old system, where your character is complete trash until you get the borrowed power from this new system, which, like I said, is pretty much the same as the old system, just with different words in the same place. And then they just throw away that entire concept every like year or two.
Oh, you actually have told me it's like it resets.
Yeah, it completely resets. Your character goes back to being its base character, and then it sucks again.
I'm like, resets are fun if you want it. Resets are not fun where they're mandatory and happening every year.
Yeah,
I'm like, why would you even want to make progress?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, why are we putting so much work into making content that is just going to go in the bin?
That is definitely my problem with like stuff like leaks and stuff. Because I guess I've never really thought about it, but I've just said like, it's like, why wouldn't I just advance my main account?
Yeah.
If I'm wasting time.
And it's like you spend like literal thousands of developer hours on this content that literally goes in the trash after like how many months? 1 month for Deadman.
I guess for leagues though, some people only like to play for that, but it's like, I don't know if a majority of people feel that way. I don't know.
Especially stuff for Deadman. You know, thousands of hours have been spent on Deadman for
five people.
I'm guessing 40% of the population to play it for literally
it's gonna be less.
1 month.
Yeah, I think it'll be less than that.
Oh no, I'm being nice. 40% for literally 1 month. Not like hardcore people can play for longer.
3 weeks.
Yeah, it's not even like the hardcore players can play for longer. It's like literally 1 month.
And then you'll have to stop.
Yeah.
At least that one's like you earn real money. So
yeah,
that's
even
cool.
if you love it and would like play it by yourself forever, you can't.
That's not an option.
So it's just like, why are we spending so much time on this content that's dead content from the beginning?
I never thought about it like that.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think that's kind of interesting point, kind of what I wanted to bring up.
Definitely. But now I'm like really overthinking it.
Yeah, I guess we can kind of end off with a few questions from Reddit. We'll start with a question that we got from the stream from our boy I Won't Train, aka Fat Guy Jeff.
I know, I feel weird saying Fat Guy Jeff.
Yeah, because
I know you as I Won't Train.
Yeah, we know him in game as a different name, but either way. So they asked on stream, if OSRS ended tomorrow, what would your favorite memory of all time be?
Okay, I thought this was hilarious because whenever they asked, I started like talking about what my favorite would be. And I was like, oh, maybe like whenever I got 99 farming. And they were like, no, don't say it.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. It's not that. I hated getting 99 farming.
Yeah.
And when I think about it, it wasn't the best memory because I was trying to impress Robert by getting him to come over and look at my screen. But he was like, we need to go to the store. What are you doing? And I was like, Robert, come on, I'm about to get 99. And I had to tell him. So actually, that was the worst experience in game. But for my favorite memory, I was thinking possibly whenever I got the Elysian drop, because that was just such a game changer for me. Yeah. Suddenly I had all the best gear. I went from having like nothing. I think I've talked about before, I am really bad at making money in this game.
Yeah. Like
extremely bad. I only have money because of that drop. So that was like one of my favorites. And then my other favorite was around May of 2020, whenever we were playing Barbarian Assault a lot. And weirdly, my favorite day was on my 24th birthday, whenever we were just literally just playing Barbarian Assault all day and eating food. And I was like, this is the best day ever.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, what's your favorite memory?
I was thinking it's between two for very different reasons. One would be my first pet.
I hate you for that.
I got Vorky, I think 900 KC in, and
you were losing your mind when you got Vorky too.
Yeah, it was the second rebuild for my account that I'd ever done. So I went from like using a Dragon Cross all the way up to a Dragon Hunter Cross with like the full Dragonfire Ward and everything. So I had practically went from 0 to like, well, it went from like a 5 mil setup to like 155 mil setup or something like that. Over like a month's time. I was like like getting a lot of
He
money.
lived at Vorka.
Yeah, and I got Vorky pretty early on, and that was pretty exciting. And it's funny, my second choice would probably be one of the first times I ever quit RuneScape,
Oh.
because I like remember it took place over one weekend, where I went, killed a bunch of cows, made like 500k grinding cows, selling their hide. And then I went and was like killing hill giants, and I was like, yo, I'm like level 44 combat. I have rune. Or I was like 44 in all my combats. I had like full rune. I was like, all right, dude, I pretty much beat the game, and I like quit.
When was this?
This was years ago.
Was this whenever we first started, when Jesus and Leah?
No, this was years and years ago.
Oh, like a child.
No, like probably like 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was a long time ago.
You played it when you were like a teenager.
No,
I thought you were a kid.
I played this game on and off for, I guess, like 15 years, but like not in any significant way.
So your favorite memory was when you beat the game.
Yeah. I thought it was just so funny that I was like so naive back then.
And now, like, whenever we're talking about when you should have membership, and we're like, I mean, you can when you're extremely low, and by extremely low, we mean base 80s.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was just so funny. But
oh my god.
Yeah, let us know what your favorite memory is, because I thought that was pretty funny.
They're all so good. My favorite RuneScape memory, like the birthday and playing and stuff, also is one of my favorite real life memories, because I ate so much good food that day while playing Barbarian Assault.
Yeah.
I felt so nauseous though.
Yeah, those were some good memories.
Those were, and that's like when we were freshly laid off and stuff. So actually, it's before we found out that we were laid off. We thought we were just on furlough, so we were just hanging out. We're just chilling. No stress. We're like, we'll go back to work. It's fine.
Yeah, either way,
the good old days.
I thought we were going to have more time for questions, but this will probably be our last one, because a lot of these questions had some longer answers. But a lot of people, while they were talking about skills, were saying that they don't need new skills. They would rather have reworked skills.
What does that even mean?
So reworked as in like you completely, I don't know how the hell they would be able to rework a lot of skills, because they're so ingrained in so many different ways in the game. But if you did rework a skill, which of these skills would you rework? So it's between smithing, mining, agility, thieving, woodcutting, and fire making.
Mining, because it's awful.
Mining?
Yes. I want there to be something with better XP rates.
Yeah.
It's so bad. I mean, second to that is woodcutting, but I think mining's even worse than woodcutting.
Really? I feel like woodcutting is boring, but it like makes sense. I would personally rather redo agility.
Why?
Because agility is like so, like it doesn't make sense that there's only like really one way of leveling up agility, which is like rooftops. Like I feel like there should be like legit agility courses that go through like castles, go through like cool areas, like underground areas.
Someone's never been to the werewolf.
No, I know there's a werewolf one, and I know there's a wilderness one, but it's like most people just do like the main viable way is like rooftops, because that's where you get marks of grace.
Hate to say it, but I think that's just a personal preference, bud. There's a lot of agility.
All of these are personal preferences. People that like mining.
Mine was fact.
Oh, okay.
I think that there's so many cool agility. It's funny, whenever we're talking about new skills, and I was actually thinking to myself, like, people probably didn't want to add agility, and now agility is like one of the most useful things.
Yeah, it's just, I think
you
my
want
main
more,
problem...
ways to
I want more
it.
options, because it's just like, oh, I'm just going to do Sears for literally 2,000 hours, because, one, you get marks.
I think that that's a big part of it, is you just want marks everywhere.
Yeah, the marks are a huge part of it.
They should just make the marks on every course.
Yeah, and then it's like, one, it gets you the graceful, two, it gets you the recolor, and it's like... And also it gets you amylase crystals if you're an iron, so you have to do rooftops. So
my way of, or I was going to say as a rebuttal to that, is the hollowed sepulcher.
The hollowed sepulcher, but that's not a viable option until a really high level. I mean, you can do it at like 65 or something like that, 60, 62.
We need some indoor agility courses. Which is still
pretty high, but also you can't even get the Ring of Endurance until 92.
Oh, yeah, true.
So, yeah, I mean, it'd be cool for the recolor, but then they only recently added that as well.
Yeah, they did. Probably because they were getting all people being like, why is there only a rooftop?
I feel like there's so many options you could do. Like you could have like random like just catwalks inside of like Lumbridge Castle or like inside of Varrock Castle, and you're just like weaving in throughout like random like nooks and crannies in like cities and stuff to make it more interesting.
I think it'd be you're reminding me of the game I'm playing right now, Ori and the Blind Forest or whatever. It's kind of like that. Like there's little secrets everywhere they could go and do.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be cool.
Like they don't have to be full on courses. They could just be small things.
Yeah, like if you were doing the Relica course, instead of it being a rooftop, it could be like you jumping on this drunken dude's like table and like knocking over his beer or something, and then like jumping onto the stage. Like
so
it could
making
be
it
like
more like detailed and fun.
Yeah, like fun instead of just, oh, this is a rooftop. This is a rooftop.
And that one
I'm jumping off the rooftop.
That one in Canifis where it looks like you're a witch flying on a broom.
Yeah, you're like pole vaulting or whatever. It's like,
no, you're a little witch flying.
It's like, yeah, I don't know. They could easily add stuff like that. That I think, like, one, you're seeing other players that aren't doing agility, so you can kind of like see like what's going on with people. Because at the point, I think
that'd be cool to add to older places as well, because no one revisits like Lumbridge and stuff.
Like for Seers, you could like you jump to start Seers, you jump on the like sign and then go onto the roof. Like, why don't you jump on the sign, go into the window, and then like run over the top of where everyone's banking. And so it'd be funny to see while you're banking, just a bunch of people like running above you on this catwalk.
That would be. It'd be more like interactive, I guess.
Yeah, it'd be like a little more interesting. And you get to see like more of the areas that you aren't in because you're just on the rooftop, jumping to another rooftop by yourself.
I feel like that'd be a fairly easy ad as well. It wouldn't take a year.
Yeah, it wouldn't be huge. It would just be running through buildings in like weird areas.
That'd be cool. I like that idea.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just think it's like an easy change, and agility, literally, like I said, doesn't have many options that are viable. So maybe make all the XP not so ridiculous. Because I mean, or just make it so there's more options. Because like right now, you go from Canifis to Seers, and that's like it. That's like a not only viable, but I think if you have the teleport, Seers is the best to 99.
Which sucks because you get it kind of low level, so you're not really working towards the next big thing.
You literally go from Canifis to Seers at like level 60, and then you're there until 99, which is thousands of hours later.
Yeah, I just went to Prifddinas, even though it's not better XP. I was like, I need to change, and I can get some crystal shards.
Yeah, so it's just like kind of like a waste of what could have been.
I see that, yeah.
But yeah, I guess that's mine. There's a lot of questions here. It'd be nice to know what everyone thinks about all these like questions. Now I know
mine was so easy compared to yours. I was like, mining, we just need more XP options.
Yeah, mining, it would be nice to have better options, but like it does make sense to me that it's just like you're mining, so it's like
I think it's so weird how some of the skills in the game you could get insane like XP rates if you're going fast enough, and other ones suck.
I was talking about this the other day.
They should all have like one crazy one. Even if it's like maybe you need mega high requirements. At least we could work towards it.
Yeah. Like, yeah, even if it's like doing Wrath runes at 95 rune crafting or whatever should get you like nuts experience.
I think it's so crazy that like lava runes are technically the best XP to get to 99 rune crafting. Yeah. And it's so low level. I
was saying the same thing about like cooking. Like, how can Karambwans be the best method from like 30?
I think that the experience should scale with your level. Like, if you're higher, you should be getting more experience.
Yeah, you do, in that you burn less in cooking particularly.
Yeah, but you technically have it unlocked for the past 68 levels.
Like doing like, I don't know, anglers or something should get you more experience. Because
100% agree.
As it stands, there's very few things that even come close to my 800k an hour doing Karambwans.
Literally. And especially because anglers are like hard to get. You have to do the fishing trawler, right? No, I'm thinking sharks.
Yeah, I was thinking of like also like the stark difference between like XP. Like I wonder if I was asking in chat on stream, actually, I was like, I wonder if whoever invented rune crafting like did it out of spite. Like, because like who looks at mining or rune crafting and is like, all right, cool, 30k XP, that seems fine to me.
That's max.
And then their friend Jim over here to the left is like, I don't know, 600,000 XP an hour doing construction, maybe that's not enough. Maybe we should add mahogany tables.
Weird.
Like,
It's so
what?
weird. But it's like I don't want to audibly complain because I'm afraid that they lower the XP rates. And what I mean is raise it, because even with high XP rates, like you kind of get burnt out. You're not going to keep doing it always.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so funny. Like, I wish there wasn't such a stark difference between like literal over 1,000,000 XP an hour doing some stuff and some stuff's like, all right, 40K an hour. This is max efficiency.
Dude,
Like,
I hate it.
Literally
Runecrafting and
max,
mining.
yeah, literally max efficiency.
It's too much. It's like, even out of it.
Yeah, I wish they would all, if they all were just chilling around like 100K, then it would feel good. You can like get a level or two a day for the most part until you get to like the deep 80s.
Yeah.
And it would be like not super slog, like like chilling doing agility for like 7 hours because you only get 45K an hour.
Remember me getting up from, what did I get up from my agility? It was 70 to 85 and it took me 30 hours.
Yeah, it was a long time.
Actually, it wasn't even, it was like 75 to 85.
Yeah, I think it was 75 to 85.
Took me literally 30 hours.
Yeah. I don't know.
Actually,
mean,
over
it won't
30.
ever change. It's just, it would be interesting.
I could see improved XP rates being a
see-
thing maybe eventually, but I think it would take a long time.
I think that would take years and years.
Ugh, unfortunate.
But yeah, let us know what you think about that as well. That's kind of funny because, yeah, it's just, it would be really interesting to know the mindset between the devs who came up with the 800K an hour and the devs who came up with the 80K an hour, and just like what.
80K, that's still much higher than runecrafting.
No,
Literally
yeah.
twice as much.
Yeah, that's still high, but it would just be interesting to know.
In conclusion, I think that as you unlock more stuff, the new stuff should be the best XP makers.
Yeah, it should be. I think that would be the correct. Like
That's how you would assume.
That's not always the best, because then you kind of get like power creep, always thinking like that, where it's like the newest is the best and all the other stuff is irrelevant.
Okay, but they do it like too hardcore the other direction. Like
Yeah.
lava runes are like level 20 and it's suggested to get to 99 with those.
Yeah, they're all like, oh, this level 8 method, this is the best. Or like
I know, I'm like, what?
like power mining iron. It's like, all right, brother, this is like level 15 content.
And I still do that.
Yeah.
God, I hate power mining.
It is
Why is
nice
there not a
that
better option?
There are viable options from early on that are still relevant, but
We just need skilling bosses for every skill.
yeah, it should be more like, oh, all of this stuff is like, maybe there's like one that's still relevant, but like the level 15 stuff shouldn't like just straight up be the best. It should be
No,
all,
it
like,
makes no sense.
it should be on par with like the new best,
Yeah.
which is hard to balance. I get that, but
I mean, it's not that hard.
I don't know. I'm not a dev, but yeah, I feel like they should maybe go
If
through.
you
and
want to
look at
hire
that.
me, Jagex, I have some thoughts.
Oh, Yagix.
I know you have the money. You can afford me.
All right. But that's going to be about it. Do you have any plans for the coming week?
Potentially try Deadman. Not 100% sure. Also potentially try Zulbro. Not 100% sure. Finish my other game so I could stop obsessively playing it.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting close.
Sure. Sure.
And then just streaming, as always, one of us streaming a night. So I did see something about there being like a Twitch boycott for the day, I think on September 1st, because there's been a lot of like hate raids basically, where people will raid and then just be like super racist.
Sick.
So potentially we'll be doing that, whatever day it is. I need to look more into it. I don't even know for sure when it is, but might not be streaming for a day when that happens, because I would not feel comfortable streaming knowing that people were boycotting it for that reason, you know?
Okay.
But what about you?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna be doing the same thing, doing some bosses and some runecrafting, and I might be playing more of Bless and maybe something like Splitgate, like maybe some shooters on stream. Don't know, but that's pretty much most of my plans.
Cool. That sounds good.
Yep. So thanks for coming by and listening.
Yeah, if you
Giving
want
us your
to follow us anywhere, our Instagram is Bunebape and our Twitter is Bunebapeosrs and our Twitch is twitch.tv/Bunebape.
Yep. So you can find us anywhere. Just look up Bunebape. It's pretty unique. Even if that's not the tag, you'll probably find us.
Yeah, and you'll recognize our little picture.
Yeah. So again, thanks for coming by, and I hope you all have an amazing day.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.